Hey guys, what is up? It is Skullflag44 here. I'm bringing you a Photoshop tutorial. So first of all, I want you guys to know I'm pretty new at Photoshop. I've learned some things. I know how to do some basic stuff, but I'm still a noob. So this is coming from a news perspective, which gives you guys a different insight from someone like who knows a ton than teaching down on it. I know a little, and so I can teach you guys only the things that you need to know, pretty much. So that should keep things. It'll just be a different way of teaching, I guess. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make thumbnails, kind of for YouTube. I'm kind of going to demonstrate it for YouTube thumbnails if you're a partner or whatever, or if you just want thumbnails. I guess this is a cool way to do it. This is kind of a way I made it myself, so it's pretty simple, but I think it's kind of cool, I guess. So first thing you're going to need to do is make a new image. Keep it 1280 by 720. This is what YouTube recommends if you're using YouTube thumbnails. I guess you can do whatever you want. So just create a little thing here. Let's go and expand this out a bit like that. Okay, so the first thing you can do is create a gradient. You can see here's there's already like a wide variety of preset gradients, and you can create your own. And so the thing with thumbnails, I think they're kind of supposed to catch your attention and, I don't know, inform you, I guess. So you can pretty much you want to use a variety, I think, and you can create your own for this, but it's probably pretty simple. If you really want a super eye-catching one, you can do one like this, not like that. You can and to do this, you just click on this gradient thing, find it in there, and then you can kind of drag it across, and it'll change it up a bit. So that's that's super bright, catches your attention. But one like let's see, this one. I like this one because it's simple, but it's bright and catches your attention. Oops, pull that back up there. And then we have, what other ones do we have? You have a whole variety of ones you can use here. And another thing you can do, you can add more colors to it if you want, like a blue in there if I wanted that. Bam, now I have some sort of blue. You can change that up, and then also you can make this like noisier, I guess. And so you can change the roughness to like, so it's more rough there, and then you get like a cool one like that where it's more defined. So once you find a good background you want to use, or a new, like gradient for a background, I'll just stick with I like this one, so I'll just do that. Now you're gonna want some sort of text. So for text, I like it's the Bada Boom BB. And I think you guys might have seen some other people use this. I think like the Yogscast use this. Steve Schwint uses this. And there's another guy I forgot that uses this. But it's a pretty cool font, I think. And you can go search it up. Or if you guys really can't find it, just ask me to put a link in the description, and I'll do that. Or I might do it already. Who knows? So check the description. And so basically the font looks like this. Let's do thumbnail. Okay. And I think that looks pretty sweet. Obviously you can change the text up to whatever or change the colors up to whatever you want. I think white looks the best with this, but you can see it's kind of hard to see there, and then you can do anything you want there, but you want to keep the text pretty large so people can actually like read what you're doing, and you want to keep it pretty straightforward. I think that's my tip, but you can always add on to this simple plan. And so then from here, it looks pretty cool, but you can't really see the whole thing. And so what you're going to want to do is go into right click this and do layer properties. Nope, that's not it. Blending options, that's what I was looking for. And here you can do like let's see if I can move this. Here we go. You can do drop shadow, and I think this like it gives a nice good outline to it, but it gives like the shadow effect, but it's not a complete shadow. I think it just looks pretty cool, and you can actually read it. And you can change the angle of it too if you want. So if you want the top part to stand out more. I think it's good how it is, but do that. You can also do inner shadow, which looks pretty cool, but I don't really like that as much. Then you have the glows. The outer glow is what I would recommend more than the inner glow, because the inner glow doesn't seem to do much. You can bevel it if you want. You can add a texture like that. You can add a color to it, which is pretty much the same as like the text color, so you don't really need to use that. You can add another gradient, and that's a pretty cool idea. Same gradients that you could use before if you just click down here. Or a pattern overlay. Get some different patterns in there. But I like the stroke, I think, is the best. And with a stroke, you can change different colors. You can even get a gradient in the stroke. So that's pretty crazy. And here we go. So you can get like let's see. If I were to get like a crazy spectrum one like that, I can bump the size up a bit to like 5 or so maybe, and that kind of makes it pop out. And then I can I maybe put a picture of something down here so it catches your attention a little bit. Or if it's like an episode, I can put the episode right here. And I think that's just a pretty basic thumbnail. The thing with thumbnails, you want to keep it simple, I think. I don't know, I'm still trying to learn what people like and don't like. I'm not the master at this, but I think that's a good simple thumbnail. And if you're a partner on YouTube, then I think you should always try to get some sort of thumbnail if you want. Oh yeah, and one other thing I was going to add. So this is pretty cool, but if you want to get super fancy with it, I recently have gotten, this isn't even super fancy, but I need to go to, there we go, I guess this will work. So right here, you have different, I installed some brushes. You can look online to find brushes, but you should have some basic ones in already Photoshop. And in here, let's see, I can change this to like a greenish maybe. Oops. And like I can press it like that and just make it look kind of awesome like that. And let's see, no, I kind of want to remove that last one, but brushes actually add a ton, and it makes things like in Photoshop just look a lot cooler than it actually, or a lot like tougher than it actually is. So just like that, now I have like this cool background sort of thing. It's kind of webbed a little bit, and you can have ones that kind of give like a little shaded effect. And I just think that looks like it adds a ton to it, and you can do a ton of stuff with it. So highly recommend getting some brushes. You can even get like crazy advanced brushes like this tree here. Like that's kind of insane. And you can do different colors. And so brushes are definitely a good way to go with this. Bam, now I have a good thumbnail. You can just save this. .png is what I like to use because it works with a lot of things. That's how you create a pretty basic thumbnail, but effective thumbnail, I think. And that's kind of what I figured out for now. If you guys want more Photoshop tutorials, make sure you give me a like so I know that you guys want this. Hope you guys enjoyed.